Namaste everyone. Today, the theme of the session will be the Detox Flow, mainly twist variations. Twisting postures are squeezing and massaging the internal organs, and this action stimulates their healthy function and releases toxins naturally. Twists also increase the mobility of the spine by releasing tensions from all the back muscles. Mentally, you can also benefit from it, from the twisting postures, and feel uplifted and more centered. So let's start. And just make sure you are sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, relaxing the legs, straightening the back, relaxing the shoulders and the muscles of the face. Turn your awareness inward and clear your mind of any preoccupations. You can create an intention for your practice and start feeling your breath flowing in and out. Feeling more connected to your body. And the first part of the session today will be a breathing exercise, pranayama. Will be Kapalabhati, or breath of fire. It's also a cleansing exercise, purifying the lungs and bringing more energy in the body. So let's start. You can keep your hands on the knees or place the hands on the abdomen to feel the pumping action of the abdominal muscles on the exhale. It's a faster breath. We do a set of 20 first with a pause and repeat it up. So let's start taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, and let's get ready to start. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Another deep breath in as a transition between the two sets, and deep breath out. Let's start again 20 times. Exhale and deep breath in again. Exhale and continue breathing in and out slowly and deeply, preparing for movements in the session. The first move will be a twisting of the neck. So press in, lengthen the whole spine. And as you exhale, turn the head to the right, chin to right shoulder, and hold there for a couple of minutes. Now inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, turning to the other side. And hold there for 2 breaths. One more. And inhale, come back to center. Let the eyes open softly. Inhale, lengthen the whole spine again. And exhale, twist the whole spine. One hand behind you. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left side. 2 breaths. Feel the stretch in the back muscles. With the inhale, come back to center. Exhale, relax. Inhale, open the chest. Look up slightly and exhale, bending forward. You can place your forearms down into a full forward bend. 2 breaths into the back. And inhaling, walking your hands back toward you, sitting straight. Inhale, straighten the back. Exhale, turn toward the right knee and bend forward over the right knee with a slight twist. 2 breaths. Feel the release on the left side of the hip. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn to the left side and bend over the left knee. Arms can support you. 2 deep breaths. Stretching from the right hip and around the whole spine. And inhale, come back to center. Change the crossing of the legs. Inhale, straighten the back, look up. And exhale, chest moving forward, bend over. And you can rest the forearms onto your mat. Relax and take 2 deep breaths. Feel the breath starting from the lower back, from the hip joints, into the whole back. And inhale, walk your hands back toward you. Exhale, turn toward the right. Exhale, forward. 2 breaths. And inhale, come back up and forward. Exhale, turn and go forward. Elbows resting on the mat. Notice how the stretch feels with the change of the crossing of the legs. And come back to center and bring your hands in front of you, coming to tabletop position now. And stretching the whole spine with cat and cow a few times. Following the breath with the movement. Feeling the whole spine articulating. Noticing any stress, any tensions. And coming back to neutral position, lift the right arm up. And move the right arm under the left shoulder, twisting the upper back, and extending the left arm forward. Slow deep breath. And coming back to tabletop, threading the needle to the other side, lift the left arm, and go under the right arm. Slow deep breaths, feeling the stretch in the upper back and shoulders. And coming back to tabletop. And going to downward facing dog to stretch the legs for a moment. Stretching the calf muscles, you can pedal the feet a few times. Your hands can be flat on the mat. I prefer on the fingers now with my wrist problems. Then press both knees down toward the floor. Stretch into the whole spine and legs. Then lifting the head, move your right foot forward, coming to a low lunge. Lifting the chest up, moving the arms over the head for moon crescent. Exhale, lunging a little deeper, opening the hip, holding for a couple of breaths. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart and twist to the right elbow, left elbow against the right knee. Feel the twist in the spine, the opening of the left psoas muscle. Come back to center, arms overhead. And exhale, hands down. Curl the toes and straighten the left leg. High lunge with a twist. Left hand down. You can use a block under the hand. Right arm. Slow deep breath, holding the pose. And releasing. Hands down. Going back to downward facing dog. And bringing the left foot forward for the other side. Knee down first. Arms over the head. Extend upward through the spine. Then lunge a little deeper to open the hip. You feel the opposite action. Going upwards and down toward the earth. Exhale, hands to heart, twisting to the left. Right elbow against left knee. Coming back to center, lengthen the spine again, hands toward the sky. Exhale, hands to the floor. You can use a block under the right hand, straighten the right leg and left arm up. Exhale, hands down, and bringing both feet forward. And coming to Uttanasana, or standing forward bend. Start with soft knees, chest resting on the thighs. Grab elbows with both hands, and let the gravity pull you downward and lengthen the spine. Relax and breathe. Then release the elbows and go deeper into the hamstring stretch. Your hands can come down on the floor. You can use a block or hold your ankles. Straighten the legs now. But keep lengthening the spine and moving towards the neck. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Feel a deep stretch in the back of the legs, mostly in the hamstrings. And let's do a twisting variation of this pose. Your left hand coming toward the right ankle, right arm up, and right arm wrapped around the back. And release, and other side. And release, soften the knees and roll the spine up. Coming to mountain pose. Relax the shoulders along the sides. You can keep a little space between the feet. The next exercise is a rhythmic twist. So soften the knees a little, and the arms will be swinging side to side in a rhythmic way with your breath. Take a deep breath in, feel steady, and exhale. You can breathe out through the mouth to feel the release of energy. Two more times. And come back to center. Close your eyes a moment. Breathe. And feel your connection to the earth. Now starting the sequence of standing postures, open your arms out and step out with the right and left leg to the side in wide leg stance. Turn the right foot to the right, and let's go into triangle pose. Lengthen both sides. Reach forward through the right arm, and then bring the right hand down. You can catch the ankle or use a block under your hand, left arm straight. One more deep breath. And let's go to the twisting variation of triangle, revolve triangle. Press and move the hands down. You can take a block. I suggest taking a block. For an easy variation, the block goes inside the foot. For a more challenging variation, the block goes outside the foot. So now the left hand on the block. You can also turn your left foot slightly more in to keep the hips moving with the twist. Right up and slow deep breaths. Pressing on the feet, inhale, come up and move the arms around, arms at shoulder level, turning the left foot forward and the right foot pointing forward for the first variation of triangle, Trikonasana, reaching to the left and bringing the left hand down, right arm straight up. Try to keep your upper body aligned with the legs rather than moving forward. That gives you a better stretch. And if you feel you are moving forward, you can always bring the hands a little higher or take a block. Pressing on the feet, inhale, coming up. And turning the right foot, facing the left side, bend over, hands moving down. So feel the position of the hips facing the left now. And you can take a block on the inner side of the foot or outside, the right hand on the block, and the left arm up. Parivrita Trikonasana. Pressing down on the feet to stay steady. And extending through the spine, through the arm, breathing deeply to feel the squeezing action of the posture. And pressing on the feet, inhale, coming up to starting position, and exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, open the chest, exhale, bending forward, hands down into Prasarita Padottanasana variation. We'll do it with a twist. I recommend using a block or two blocks for your hands, so your shoulders and hips will be more leveled. We'll reach up with the right arm, twisting the spine, keeping the legs steady. Exhale, right hand down and left arm up. Exhale, hand down, and you can now catch the ankles with both hands, head down, releasing the spine and deeply stretching the legs. In another variation of Prasarita Padottanasana. We'll go into a twisting variation here with your left hand catching the right ankle, right arm up, moving behind the back. If you can, grab your left thigh with the fingers. And release, and go to the other side, right hand to left, ankle, left arm up, and twisting. And releasing, pressing on both hands, coming halfway up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Press on the feet. Inhale, coming up. And moving the arms out to the side. Turn the right foot forward. Take a block. And we go into half moon balance now with a twist. So slightly bend your right knee to come forward. Place the block in front of the foot, slightly out to the left. And the right hand will come on, the left hand on the block, left leg up, and right arm. So quite similar to the twisted triangle pose, but the challenge of balancing on one leg. And from there, gently lunge back and come up. You can take your block to the other side. Bend the knee. You can bring the right foot a bit closer also to get easier into the balance. Lift the right leg, right hand on the block, and left arm. And softly landing, coming back to center, and bringing the feet together on the mat, back to mountain. One more balance pose, the moon rise. You can use a wall for support for the back hand or a support for your leg. Lifting the right leg up, placing the left hand on the right knee and opening the right arm back. Twist the spine. This can also be done with the lifted leg straight, catching the foot rather than the knee for more challenges. And then come back and prepare for the other side. Lift the left knee, right hand outside the left knee, and left arm back. Twist as much as you can, and try to stay steady. And come back to center. Feet together, lifting the arms up over the head, palms together. Exhale, bend the knees, coming to chair pose. Sit down low and extend the arms up again into the full pose. We take a twisted variation of the chair, but let's first feel the strength of the legs in the classic pose. Now exhale, hands to the heart and twisting to the right, left elbow against the right knee, keeping the knees together. Turn to the side, looking sideways, keeping the hands close to the heart. Coming back to center, lifting the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, twisting to the left. Knees steady, knees together, so the hips are staying stable. Coming back to center, lift the arms up, and let's release the legs, hands down, straighten the legs. For a couple of breaths, relaxing the leg muscles. Then again, going back to chair pose, bend the knees, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart and twist to the right. Now we take a lunge with the left leg. If this is difficult, the knee can come down. And come back to chair pose. lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, and turn to the left side. Right leg back. And knees together. Arms over the head. And again, releasing the hands down, straighten the legs. And then come back, come down on your mat, on your knees first. Adjusting the spine, taking a breath, sitting on your heels. And the first pose on the mat will be an easy twist, the sage twist, Bharadvajasana. Feet moving to the left side. If needed, you can use a blanket or a little pillow under your right hip. Feel steady, spine long, and then turn to the right side, one hand behind. Back to the center, and changing the feet to the right side, using the support under the left hip if needed, and then twist to the left. Come back to center, and bring your feet forward, preparing for boat pose. Here, using the abdominal muscles and the back muscles to stay steady in this balanced pose. Legs straight or bent knees, whatever feels better. And letting the feet come down to the floor, straighten the left leg and hold the right foot with both hands. Straighten the spine, shoulders down, lift the foot up and extend the leg upward. Don't worry if the leg is not completely straight, but keep the spine upward. This is the Heron pose, and that will be a transition before a spinal twist. So we change the left hand outside the right foot and open the right arm back. And from there, right hand behind you, bend the left knee, foot down, lift the left arm up, and twist to the right, elbow against the knee or around the knee, and going into classic spinal twist. Feel how the breath brings pressure in the abdominal area. Feel the squeezing action of the breath, the massaging effect. And come back to center. And release the right leg straight forward, bend the left knee. Even pose with the left leg, lift the foot up. Make sure your spine stays straight, your head up, not rounding the back. And don't worry about straightening the legs if it doesn't happen. You could also use a strap as an extension for your arms. If you want to work on straightening the leg, that's just an option. Now changing right hand outside the foot, opening the left arm. Left hand behind you and bending the knee, foot outside the right leg, right arm straight up. Exhale, elbow against the knee, or if you prefer, around the knee. And twist the spine. Feeling at the same time the stretching action in the spinal muscles and that massaging effect coming with each breath. And release. You can turn slightly to the other side before coming back to center. Bend both knees and roll down on your back. Pull the knees toward the chest, relax the spine. You can roll a little bit side to side to relax the back muscles. And we'll go into reclining twists with two options. Bent knees the first time, straight leg option the second time. Arms out to the sides and moving the knees to the right side, keeping the left shoulder down on the floor. Taking a couple of breaths and feeling the release of the spine, opening of the shoulder. Come back to center and drop the knees to the left side. Right shoulder down. Bring the knees back to center. The next option is the same movement with straight legs. If you want, you can repeat the same position with bent knees if you feel it's difficult or a bit hard for your back. But if you want to try the challenge, let's first swivel the hips to the left side, straighten the legs, and then move the legs down to the right. To come back up, you can bend the knees, which is easier on the back, or keep the legs straight if you are stronger. On the first side, I'll bend the knees. On the second side, I'll do it straight legs. Center, then swivel the hips to the right, and move the legs down to the left side, going very slowly, so you are using the power of your core. And coming back up, bent knees or straight legs, which is a bit harder, and then bending the knees. Before final relaxation, let's do a twist with the legs and the arms with eagle variation, back down. So right leg on top, crossing over the ankle, right arm on top, crossing the arms and extending arms overhead and feet moving down and stretching. Feeling the twisting action in the upper back, in the hips and legs. Holding for a few breaths. Coming back up. Changing the crossing of the legs and arms. And letting the feet come down, the hands moving toward the floor. Taking a few breaths. And then prepare to release the legs and the arms. Stretch the arms out, feet down, straightening the legs slowly for final relaxation. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale with a deep sigh. Relax completely. Close your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this detox flow. Feel centered and energized. So just relax completely. Arms and shoulders, face and neck, lower back and hips, legs and feet, And let the breath soften. Let the mind feel peaceful and relaxed. Feel the movement of the chest and abdomen, the whole body relaxed, mind calm. Feel that you are receiving the benefits of the practice in your whole body and mind. Whenever you are ready, you can bend the knees, pull the knees toward the chest, then gently roll on the sides, and push yourself back to sitting. Keeping the eyes closed, noticing how you feel at the end of the session. Bringing hands together on your heart. Together we say Namaste. And thank you for joining me for this flow today.